Alan, we've had the market debut today of South 32. This is the business that's been spun off from the mining company BHP Billiton. And it's been a so-so debut. But what's as interesting as what's in South 32 are the assets that are not in South 32 and are being kept within BHP Billiton, one of which is copper. Why has BHP been so keen to keep hold of the copper assets?
I think they see copper as, it's a core asset for them. It's a big money maker, but it's not as big as, say, other things. But for the longer term growth and for the supply demand situation as they see going forward, copper is key to BHP. The other things that they spun out through South 32, manganese, aluminium, coal, those sort of things, less so. So they said, let's move those to the side.
And how does copper look at the moment? Is it a good asset to own?
Copper has bounced recently. It is though down considerably off its peaks for the last 2 or 3 years, which is interesting because there's a lot of people will talk about, describe copper as Dr. Copper, an indicator for economic activity. And in fact, I think we can all see that economic activity has improved. It may have slowed down a little bit in China, but certainly in the United States, it's picked up a lot. And yet the copper price has been very sluggish.
Why might that be?
I think there's a couple things here. There are macro funds and commodity funds that are very involved in copper. It's a very highly traded commodity, particularly amongst the metals. It tends to move inversely with the movement of the U.S. dollar, which has been stronger. And I think that probably we just hit a period of perhaps excess supply. Looking forward now for the next couple of years, I think we have a tighter supply-demand situation, perhaps the tightest we've seen for 5-6 years. And as a result, BHP is keen.
So what else has BHP got then inside it? It's got a big chunk of copper. What are the other assets and what's it putting its money into?
They are keen on a number of things. They have iron ore, but they're not investing so much in iron ore anymore. They are looking on the growth capex numbers. They're looking to invest most in petroleum and copper. And those are the two areas that they see, long-term potential in, because as I said, the supply-demand situation favors the producer.
Well, a bet on petroleum and copper from BHP. Alan, thanks very much.